Grateful to serve for a better world, and to conserve fuel is to serve mankind. These two quotes don't necessarily sound like they came from a man that founded a company in 1912 that became one of the world's largest privately held companies of today. Mr. Yamaoka founded and started what is known as Yanmar. Yanmar, under Yamaoka's leadership, invented the first diesel engine and the world's first tractor. He led Yanmar through some very strategic business agreements, grew the company, and then passed the company to his children and grandchildren, whom have continued to continue with his vision to grow the company into the world's largest privately held companies. I do work for Yanmar in the U.S. headquarters in North Georgia, so I was able to use some of my common knowledge for this speech, but I also did have to do a little bit of research online for some published articles. In addition to being an innovative inventor and building monumentous trade agreements, Mr. Yamaoka also had a vision and passion for environmental and standard of living factors that affected the Japanese and the world alike. In 1933, Mr. Yamaoka invented the world's first small horizontal engine called the HB, Model HB. And he also put it into production. In 1937, Mr. Yamaoka invented the first simple tractor, which was called the Rikukugo, which means Land King in English. This tractor redesigned the rice growing fields in Japan. With the inventions of the diesel engine and then the tractor, Mr. Yamaoka had the vision and desire to build trade agreements with multiple large companies that focused on the agriculture and industrial markets in countries around the world. A couple of these are, in 1970, Yanmar and Perkins in the UK began sales of Yanmar branded Perkins engines. In 1977, John Deere and Yanmar partnered to build small, compact tractors in the US market. By 1986, Yanmar surpassed 100,000 tractors shipped to John Deere in the U.S. Aside from these two examples, Mr. Yamaoka began exporting his products from Japan to the Philippines, Southeast Asia, Brazil, Germany, Indonesia, and many more. Some may not pair industrial inventions with manufacturing along with conservation and standard of living, but Mr. Yamaoka had a different vision. In 1951, Mr. Yamaoka was awarded the Blue Ribbon Medal by the Japanese government for his meritorious deeds in developing industry and contributions to improvement in the standard of living. In 1968, the company was the first to be awarded the Deming Prize, which was given to companies who had pursued and managed manufacturing processes with total quality management. This was the result of the business conserving resources, which also recognized him as being environmentally friendly. By building the first diesel engine, the first tractor, building monumentous trade agreements with large companies around the world that allowed Mr. Yamaoka's company to flourish in the ag tractor and industrial markets across the world, all the while he was being conscious about multiple factors that impacted standard of living and environmental concerns. I'm proud to be a part of Mr. Yamaoka's organization. Quote, grateful to serve for a better world, and to conserve fuel is to serve mankind. Mr. Yamaoka. Thank you.